How do you quickly prepare fruit peels and cores for recipes? Imagine turning what you usually toss in the trash into a tasty ingredient or a helpful kitchen hack. That's what using fruit peels and cores efficiently is all about. When you get fruit, start by rinsing the peels and cores thoroughly under cold water to remove dirt and residues. This step is quick but essential for safety and better flavor. If you plan to use them immediately, chop larger cores into smaller pieces to help them cook evenly. For example, cut apple cores into halves or quarters, especially if they're thick or large. Next, you can simmer the peels and cores in water to extract their flavors. Place the scraps in a saucepan, cover with about 1 to 2 cups of water, and bring to a boil. Once boiling, reduce the heat and let it simmer for 20 to 30 minutes. This softens the scraps and releases their natural flavors into the water, creating a flavorful base for syrups, teas, or even homemade vinegars. After simmering, strain out the solids using a fine sieve or cheesecloth, and you'll be left with a tasty liquid you can add to drinks or recipes. If you want to save peels and cores for later, freeze them in a sealed plastic bag. This keeps them fresh and prevents waste. When you have enough, thaw the scraps and repeat the simmering process. You can also add spices like cinnamon or cloves during simmering to boost flavor. For dry preparations, spread the peels on a baking sheet and dry them in a low-temperature oven or a food dehydrator for about 8 to 12 hours. Once dried, crush them into powder using a blender or food processor. This powder can be sprinkled on oatmeal, baked goods, or used as a natural flavoring. Another smart trick is roasting dried peels with cinnamon and nutmeg for a spicy snack. You can also grind dried peels into a fine powder for adding flavor to sugar or tea blends. Using every part of the fruit saves money and reduces waste, making your cooking more budget-friendly. Remember, peeling and preparing fruit scraps quickly involves rinsing, chopping, simmering, straining, and drying. These simple steps turn scraps into useful ingredients or flavor bases, helping you get the most out of every fruit you buy.